as it was yesterday, but that maybe it can feel sorry for Serena because it's been
This is the first time when I look at Serena that I really feel that there isn't as much fear there as there have been in previous matches when she's played her older sister.
Both of you were older siblings playing younger ones. Did the younger ones ever tell you how tough it was?
They never let me forget it.
They said it was tough, but we made sure they thought it was tougher. That you just pointed out.
Of course, my opponent made about 700 errors.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm excited being here, though, because this crowd is really anticipating and hoping for a tremendous three-set match. You can just feel the energy here.
Well, and you can feel the seriousness from these two young women down.
I think about the closest analogy anyone's come up with are the Unser brothers in Indy car racing.
Skipped off the line. Best point of the match.
Not too many plays with what we've seen the last 2 weeks.
Nicely done by Serena, and she has the first 2 games.
Interesting that she's coming into the... shot, though. Didn't have to make it that good. Venus was hanging over the net. Look how close she is to the net. It didn't have to be this deep. Even the crowd, it's a bit unsettling and uncomfortable for the crowd. Do you feel they're not even...
Same side of the net. Today, Venus and Serena warming up against each other before a couple of hours before a championship match.
That was really a well-played point by both players, though, because here Serena tries to change the pace up. That ball kicked up quite high, and Venus, with the long reach that Chrissy talked about, was able to smack that winner up the line. Much ground.
Talk about court coverage there. Side to side, Venus Williams was on the run the whole point. Those long legs carrying her from point to point there. Threw this one up, and Serena, a little hesitation there. And that's been able to keep up with these two. Lindsay Davenport's out with an injury. Martina Hingis is out for the moment.
Well, Venus with a hold and is on the board. Serena with the early break.
It's pretty low. interesting, appreciating that both players are playing tough, giving it 100%. This is a competitive match.
And you're so...
He thought they
were... pull
were...
away from them.
But you know what's been good this 2 weeks? As proud a father as Richard Williams deserves to be, it's been quiet. And the focus has been on what these two girls are doing on the court, which is where it should be. And finally, Venus Williams, with a long struggle, able to hold and keep his first set on serve.
Laughing.
Lobs and angles on us.
The one thing I've noticed about Serena coming into the net is as good of a volley as she has, I don't feel that she yet has that instinct. Now, mind you, Venus hit a lot, and you don't really want to have those extra 6 or 7 matches if you can help it. Oh, she had a good chance there.
Venus Williams.
She had her racket on the ball. Once again, that topspin.
She gave that away.
Yeah.
And there's the break for Venus Williams. And now up 4-2 in the first set. Clearly
Yeah.
the dominant player walked up.
Everyone was picking her to win the tournament the way she was playing.
Let's not forget, though, that she was a game over
Christmas club.
Yeah, better. Still, Martina still going strong in the doubles. She and her partner Zvereva lost in the first.
I'll just decline.
Serena Williams.
Well, we've had 6 breaks in 9 games. And Serena Williams is still alive in the first set.
Strain in the French also to add to her collection. And there's that play, John, that we were both talking about, hitting from behind a person. There it was Venus who seemed a little tentative. Serena dictating the play.
I like the way she really gets on top of that ball, takes it up high, which makes it a far easier shot. Don't take any chances at 4-5.
Frustrating for Serena Williams because all the other players that play. Great shot. Those are the shots we saw against Jennifer Capriati.
So much easier than when she gets that first serve in, and that's where you want to hit a ball in a tennis court. It's difficult to even tell which way she's going.
prevails, holds her serve, and will play on at 5-all.
Effort or not even into it.
She missed it again.
That wasn't easy to miss.
And so, Venus, who looked like she was poised to take the first set, missing this easy one, will now allow.
There's the serve.
She's got 2 in a row.
It's like when she takes her time, she's better off.
Serena Williams.
It's almost hard to believe the changes going on at the end of this set. Now it's set point for Serena.
I don't know if the wind caught that shot by Serena or what.
And there it is. Serena Williams storming back from love 40 to hold. Now the midweek matches in both weeks of this French Open have been plagued by rain, but thus far, as we cross all of our possible digits, the weekends have been good.
She hasn't quite figured out that top spin lob yet, Serena. Earlier it was a little long. This one two-hander. It's a pretty easy winner for Venus.
Taking turns, coming to the net.
It's a different feeling for Serena to play from ahead. When she's had the big matchups with Venus, she's been playing from behind.
So far, this game is like they're playing on grass. I've never seen so many volleys in one game on a clay court from these two. Oh. That looked a bit shaky.
Where'd that angle come from?
Yeah, that.
Serena Williams.
Well, Serena now holds at love. And she's paying off.
That shot.
That was a monster return.
That third set against Capriati, I've never seen her play better on clay, hard courts, grass, on any surface. And now we're seeing the same type of tennis.
She's been able to loosen up a little, having that first set under her belt. It's a
U.S. Open time when she started talking about becoming #1, and we'd never heard that from her before. I mean, the good news for both these women is for them at Wimbledon and the Grand Slams, if they continue to be 1 and 2, they're at opposite ends of the draw. Bad news for the rest of the field. Can you imagine? Every player now has to beat both of them.
Right.
Can't believe looking at that list Serena hasn't been on. She's too good a player. From fans saying, why aren't you supporting the team? And, you know, basically, they need to sell some clothes, these companies, if they pay these players the big bucks, right?
thought those socks were in deference to Keith Van Horn, the Nets. Venus, now it's her turn to break serve. Just
A little
moving
casual.
Serena around. Maybe she can fatigue her so that she can actually hold.
Oh. And she hit that forehand stretched out wide.
Faultless.
Venus isn't going to give her this match. You know, Serena's got to win this match. And she has to take it to her, and she has to get back dictating each of these points like she did that point. Richard Williams always said Venus will become #1 first, but Serena is the better player and she has more talent. He always said that. And I think this tournament, we're...
That was a fierce first set.
Oh.
This set's been more like a Williams sisters match where things have happened quickly.
And sometimes you miss-hit a ball to your benefit. That's what Serena did. Venus didn't really want to come to net.
A great point to end it. And Baby Sis has finally won it. Serena was after losing to Venus. Maybe that's what having 4 of these will do for Venus.
It's worked out well, actually, because it was, as Chrissy pointed out earlier, Serena surprisingly winning the first one. Now Venus...
She's finally a champion again.
Venus has learned a tough lesson today, and that is the realization that she's going to have to play her best in order to beat her little sister, which she didn't do today. And credit to Serena Williams. Who would have thought she'd be winning the French Open at such a young age?
This family, strong set of parents, are now the best in the world. And as you alluded to earlier, the road for anyone else just got a lot tougher. And today it's Serena's day. Her second Grand Slam championship. This one on the red clay of Paris. 68, Jean-Claude Keely, now a member of the IOC.
It's strange that they give the winner her trophy first. It sort of makes it a little tough on that runner-up.
You know she's bursting, though. She's the more emotional of the two.